Okay, y'all. I just gotta go right into it. Y'all see that title? I'm crashing out. Today I crashed out. And it was just so crazy because it was like one thing after another. So I crashed out. But when I crashed out and I was talking to the person that I was talking to, they was basically understanding my crash out. So it went from that to worse. So I'm about to share my day with you guys, okay? I'm going to try to move in another location so we can see the beautiful view and not hear that man screaming and hollering every damn day. Okay. So, I'm crashing out today, you guys. I was going to go on camera today with this video. I might do a part 2 and I'll come on camera. Because I crashed out, I just don't even look. I don't even want to go there. Y'all looking at my face like, yeah, she mad. Alright. So, the crash out began when I had to go to the store. Now, I got certain stores that I like to go to, and Walgreens is one of them because I like certain products from them. Look, I thought I was getting away from them hollering and screaming, and they over there crashing out. Okay, let's girl stay on topic. Okay, so I go in there. So as I'm going in there, and you guys got to listen, if you watch my video, what was the title of my video? Can't remember the title, but as I'm talking, you guys can go back like maybe 1 or 2, 3 videos, and I'll probably remember. But if I don't remember, go 1 or 2 videos back, and you'll see it. But it was one of my highest viewed videos. Okay, so I got triggered. So I pull up to where I had to go. I'm going into the Walgreens. Now, I worked all day with the kids. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm a school teacher. I can deal with the kids when they doing too much. But today was actually a good day. Even though the kids was like, I had to put them in check a few times. Wasn't nothing. That was like a kiss on the cheek, not a slap on the wrist. Because it wasn't that bad. I could deal with that. But I'm crashing out. Today. Okay? And I'm trying to think in the back of my mind as I'm talking to you guys, the video to go back and watch. So, I'm sorry. I try to come out here before these damn cicadas. Anyway, so I pull up. And what I see is what my video was about that I was speaking about. And so that video, so let me just go quickly into that video just to, cap off with you guys. And then I'm going to talk about the crash out. Okay, so I pull up, park in my car, and the parking lot was not even really full. I had plenty of places to park, and I just parked up front. Didn't even go, like right in front of the door or anything. And I'm like, I'm going to go get my stuff. I'm going to go in because I was coming home from work late because I wanted to stop to get something to eat. So I pull up, I get ready to go in the store, and I took my time getting out of my car because I knew that this person was going to say something. No, we ain't talking about somebody trying to holler, even though they probably would have tried to holler because this is homosexual season, but it doesn't matter. This is what I talked about in other videos about. It didn't even really bother me that much because I'm from Chicago and now I'm down here, and it's very similar to Chicago, like not the environment, but the people, okay, and the culture. It's the same as Chicago. So I grabbed everything I needed to get. I get out the car to go in the store. So quickly, this homosexual or homeless person, whatever, because it's starting to get on my nerves, even though I got a good heart. Like I said in the video, if God is telling me to help them out, that's what I would do. So, but when it's getting to the point where God was like, nah, and I'm feeling God like, nah. So as soon as I get out, he goes, oh, ma'am, do you got some change? Like I said in my video, thank God for cards. Because I was like, nah, I'm using a card. And he was like, oh, okay, so he's leaning against the wall. So at that point, I got mad. This is the beginning of Crash Out. Oh, y'all can't wait to see where it ends. And so I got mad, calmed myself down because I know I shouldn't get mad. But at least the cashier was listening to me and understood. I said, I'm sorry, but I just got to express this. I like to come here. You guys are nice, and, I get my stuff and I go. But sometimes I don't even want to come here. I don't even want to come here because you always got these genders, because I like I said, it ain't even really women. Don't get me wrong. I know there's women that out there that's doing the same thing that they're doing. So I'm like, it just makes me don't want to come here because I don't want to be addressed and I don't want to have to talk to them. I just got off work. I just did my hour. I did 10 hours today. Because you think that a school teacher only works 8 hours a day, wrong. Click, boom, wrong. So now I'm getting up there mad because, okay, I just want to go home and relax. Let me get my Walgreens stuff. I bought my food from Wawa's. My favorite sandwich, homeboy, whatever your pronoun is, babe, hooked me up at the Wawa's and whatever. So I'm thinking I'm going to make this a quick boom, okay? And it didn't go like that. So as I'm coming out of the store now, all I see is the po-pos. They swooping down all around the store, just swooping down. But they happen to swoop down behind my car. So now when I'm looking around, you guys, world talk. As I'm looking around, I see that the person that parked behind me, but not that close, just in another row or whatever. And so they're parking and I'm seeing them getting out the car, but I didn't see the popos at that time because they got some, y'all criminals, they got some new unmarked cars, so tried them. They bees back there. So, I looked at that the popos had pulled up behind me. He had the D-boys. On him, you wouldn't even think that was the popos for what they pulled up there in it. You know what I mean? So they pulls up in the whip. You wouldn't never knew. 2025, real talk. So I'm looking what the hell is going on? This is the first time in my whole entire life, y'all. My whole entire life that I ever saw something so close to me in real time. So the popos had swooped down and the person is trying to get out the car. Now the person trying to get the car was trying to pretend that they were already there. I guess they thought there was Night Rider or something, and the car was going to change to another color or whatever, and they wouldn't be recognized. But didn't work. They were surrounded. So they get out of the car. But they parked too close to the car that was next to them. And I know I'm speaking fast. So they parked to the car that was sitting next to them. So the person that the popo was at, getting out of the car, and boom, click, boom, smashing the passenger side of the door of the car that they pulled up to the side of. And I hope you guys are staying with me. So at first I'm like, this person must be drunk or whatever. Why would they just keep crashing the door into somebody else's car? Until I realized what was going on. Now, I'm probably not saying this in the order, but I want y'all to just see what I was going through. Okay. Now, they parked so close to the car that they was banging with the door that they had to squeeze out. Lucky it wasn't a really, really, really big person, so that person was able to get out. So now all the popos are surrounding, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. So this person proceed to start running, trying to dodge the popos. So at this point, where my car was parked, where the popos had locked me in, the way they parked, and where the suspect had parked, I'm can't get out, can't leave. So my first instinct was to get out of the car, and run back into Walgreens. Because I figured that this person may have a gun. Oh, I'm sorry, pew-pew. May have a pew-pew. And so I run back in, and I'm announcing what's going on outside. A couple of people in the store had already knew, so they was already talking about it. So I was just yeah, I just had to come back up in here because I don't know if he got a pew-pew or whatever, and my car is literally like in the aim of if he got a pew-pew or whatever is about to go down. They was like, sis, that's good you came back in the store. I said, yeah, but I really want to go. I don't want to be around this or whatever. So I'm peeping out the store door to see what, you know, like, okay, is this over, whatever, from time to time. And so they got to the point they pulled out their tasers. So they pulled out their tasers and they're telling him to get on the ground, get on the ground. And he wasn't listening. So now he's running around the car and they're like blocking him in to the point he realized now he's not going to win this game. Look, so Narcs, I don't know if he was a narc, but Narcs know, like, well, you know you're not going to win this game. So he knew he wasn't going to win this game. So they take out the taser. I don't know if they tased him or not, but eventually he was on the ground. So eventually he's on the ground or whatever, but I still cannot leave because the popos is behind my car. So they get him down. So instead of like putting him in the car, taking him to the jail or whatever, they're having the conversation with him in the parking lot where I am stuck. Now, he was still feeling himself. So he was like giving beef back to them. And so whatever he was telling them. Long story short, eventually they put him in the back of the car. But this did not mean that the popos was not still blocking me in. All right. So I'm looking to the side of me. If the person that was in the handicap parking would move their car and heard come out of Walgreens, I can kind of maneuver my way out without hitting the popo cars because I'm trying to back out and maneuver. But it got to the point I was just too close. I might hit the police car. I ain't trying to be a part of this. So, and I didn't want to hit the officers because they literally behind my car too. Y'all should see my face. All right. And so, let me see, because I probably look bad. Let me come in real quick. All right, yeah, I look bad, wind blowing. But anyway. And so, as I'm trying to proceed to try to back up while the popos is behind me, they didn't move. So I'm like, I am not going to be sitting here while y'all do y'all whole investigation with this clown. And then I went back in the store and I was like, y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is how someone you don't even know involves you into some dangerous ish. Just like the Knox. Let me go back real quick because I don't know if I told you guys what me and the cashier was talking about. I told the cashier, like, I'm getting sick and tired that every time I come up here, it makes me, I did say that part, but I'm going to repeat it. Makes me don't want to come in here because I'm sick of these XYs always standing in front of the door begging, and they don't care who they beg from. You know, I'm a woman, you know what I mean? But they got no shame on why they're begging from a woman. Back to where we're going. So now, the person that was sitting on the side of me in the handicap pass, I hope you're keeping up, finally brings her ass out. So she backs out. So what that made me be able to do was back out enough so that I wouldn't hit the police and I wouldn't hit their car. So I back up and that made me have to like drive over the other, lucky no cars was there because I was trying to get the hell up out of there, crashing out. I'm like literally crashing out. So that person comes out. I eventually was able to like maneuver my way out of the parking lot or whatever. Okay. So while they're doing their thing with dude, while he's about to be in the clink, y'all, I'm leaving because I'm going to another store because I didn't get everything that I needed at Walgreens. So I was going to go to another store, which was just around the other side of the plaza. Next thing you know, I see a whole bunch of females, you know. I guess he called his people and so a whole bunch of females started walking towards where this was happening. And I'm seeing them like speaking their language or whatever. And I'm like, and they're mad and they're stumping their way. I'm thinking like, do y'all think that because y'all coming over here with some heat with the popos, because whatever he did, y'all gonna fix it? Y'all gonna fix it? Do we do bail money in parking lots right now? And that made me think another thing. I'm sitting up there thinking like, every time these XYs get in trouble, who comes to the rescue? Women. And I didn't mean to say females. Scratch that. I meant to say women. And it's like, whether, like I said, I don't know if that was a narc or not, but they're always trying to protect them. Always trying to protect them. So I'm trying to get out the parking lot. I had to go make that other run or whatever. Then I get out of the parking lot. My day went crazy. I didn't get home till so damn late because I was stuck behind the damn police car because of whatever this clown had just did. But it just scared me because I don't know what goes on in the mind of a psychotic ass person. So that made my instinct run back into Walgreens. And all of this happened only when I tried to go to Walgreens. Now, I had a long day with the kids or whatever, and I took my time. Because I like to clean my classroom before I leave. And it made me mad because it was like, if you just would have just left, if you just wouldn't have went to Wawa, or if you just didn't pump some gas, or maybe if you sped up a little bit or slowed down a little bit, you wouldn't be in this situation. And I'm sitting there, I'm getting real mad too, because that's what I was like literally thinking. Like, damn. Because I'm one of them people, like, everything happened for a reason. But I'm one of them people that's always cautious. Because when he didn't stop, when the police told him to stop and he's running, I'm like, bro. If bro trying to pull out a pew-pew, I am not trying to be a part of that. I'm not, look, that's they circus, I ain't they clown. So, which caused me to run back in Walgreens. Y'all ain't never seen me do a video where I crashed out like this. I'm sick of this. And it started all because when I said the dude started asking me for change, which I said I did use. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the name. But I'm just going to say, just scroll down. It's like 2 or 3 videos from this one. Just scroll down and you'll see it and you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm about to go. But the video that if you scroll down and look for the video is about, damn, I'm just starting to notice this. It's always these ex-wives. Why do they feel like they're entitled to everybody taking care of them? You know, everybody's taking care of them. And they don't have no shame of asking women for money when we work hard. I know damn well I work hard because I deal with kids. My classroom had 20, 22, 24 kids. Like I say, they switch classes. So the next class might have 30. But I can't deal with this one person because they won't go get a job. I don't have no problem. Look, I'm sorry. I am not the reason of their mental illness. She was, has some type of addiction or whatever. And she asked me for some change to get some. She didn't even ask me for money. She said, ma'am, I don't even want money. I just want, can you buy me a meal or whatever? Because I came out the restaurant, okay? I don't carry cash like that. And I was just ready to go. There's certain areas down here that you just be ready to go. As soon as I touched the door handle on my car, God was like, if you don't turn your butt back around and go handle that. I said, yes, Lord. I said, what do you want? So now I'm going to have to sit in the store for a couple more minutes because they fry their chicken fresh. And I got her exactly what she want. I said, you eat all your food. May you have a blessed day. And I left. So, like, I'm not trying to say that it ain't women. Women are not out there doing that panhandling, which is like a career to some of these ex-wives because they be having jobs. Some of them don't even be like needing the money, but they make way more money standing out and they don't give a damn about the heat. They'll make way more money standing out there asking you, me, you, her, she, they, than we do going to a 9 to 5 or going to our career or going to our business. So that's sidebar right there. But it began with that. That's why I just told you guys that story. Because I was so mad. Like, I could just see his eyeballs, like, stalking me. And I'm taking my time getting out the car. Because I'm like, don't ask me for... I almost cussed y'all. Don't ask me for nothing. I just dealt with 22 kids, 32 in the first... They switched class. 22, 24, and, like, 21. So I don't got time for your mess. I'm just trying to get up in here and do what I got to do. And go on home. And then all that police shenanigans happen. I ain't never crashed out, y'all. But I'm done with this. It's just like once we discovered the narc and all their like playbook or whatever, It's like I discovered that with these XYs out there asking for money. Because where I came from, don't get me wrong, Minneapolis, they had the same thing, but not like here. Not like Chicago. Till you get to the point like, hell no. Hell no, we all suffering. I can't even go in the store and get me a damn steak without it costing me over $15, and it's just one steak. So hell no. Because I don't even know if I gave you some money, what the hell you gonna do with it. I'm crashing out. I'm gonna go. And my girl, hey sis, I'm so sorry you called me like this, because I know you never seen me like this before. But I'm crashing out. That today was like, what the hell?